Hello world, Wave Time here, bringing to you another episode of EEPower. As you can see, here I am in my Nexus age, trying to get a bit more life into the system before I can finally fire it up. Just probably need a few more batteries to make sure that everything is charging. But from the look of things, it doesn't want to be charged at the moment. Charge, charge, charge! Anyways, I've been a little bored with this EEPower world lately, so I might stick mainly with the super project episodes, which would be one of them. But I am going to try to do a bit more creating than just running around with my standard head cut off or stuff like that. Because frankly, it could get a bit dangerous for me and my, yeah, it's a little deadly, I find. So, it looks like this is powered up. That is slowly getting power, I think. Not really, but come on. I guess I'll power you up. Okay, now that we have power in this system, I guess we can fire it up. Now, I didn't last time save, so I should probably save this into my Nexus disk here. Man, better be careful what you say, Way. Some people might take it the wrong way. Ha ha ha. Shut up. Okay, everything's saved. And let's try with one of our other books. So this is 64 plus 15, 79. Let's try 79 and see how quickly it comes here. So 79, call. Whoa, that's quick. Age 116. So then when I send it back, it should be equally quickly. Good. Now I'm gonna have to eliminate the 15 tick delay, but 15-second delay rather. But to do that, I think I'm gonna replace the 300 with a variable instead. Because I may want to change it in the future, and I don't want to continually have to rewrite the send thing. So I'll have it a variable called delay, and do the same stuff as you see up there. But this time, add delay at ticks. And that should be good. Now if we declare delay as I really have to count how long that is. Okay, let's just recall that. 1, 2, 3. Let's add it as 500. So 5 seconds, so 100 ticks. 100 delay at, not at, exclamation mark. So when we send it, should only be 5 seconds. There, good. And everything has closed. So with that out of the way, we can expand the system quite easily. All we'll have to do is put more mag tubes here, like 1, 2, 3, and then have to put a bunch of mag tubes down here, and basically an entire new assembly of this, connected to its own I/O expander. That said, currently I do not have that many books to be able to do that. I haven't even explored any of them except this orange one, so I have no clue what to expect. Knowing my luck, it's going to do another Stack Overflow, so I think I'm going to wait on the testing for later. because frankly, it's a little painful when I have to make my alchemical items a power again. Like that would ever happen. Bah. Anyways, what I really want to do is to try to make some improved designs of the things I already created. For instance, that mobile quarry, when I look at it, it's not really that mobile. It's big, hunky, and it drains a lot of power, which is the main reason I'm not too big of a fan of it. That said, it is cool, but I want to have it a little different. What I'm thinking of is having like a four-way dirigible, add like there are some designs right now for the four-way dirigible. It's a simple design and I can mimic it quite easily. All I have to do is add an up and down and also add it to be able to quarry. So I have to add a quarry head onto it, and that really isn't much problem. So we'll need 6 plus 4, so 10 engines, but we're missing quite a bit of stuff. So iron is the main thing, and the fine copper wire. So get the fine copper wire here. Deposit here. And iron, I don't think I'll have enough in any situation, even if I throw this entire stack of obsidian in. Nope, definitely not enough, so I'll need more diamonds from here. I think that's enough. More diamonds. I guess that's good. And I think that already made enough, so let's try again. There we go. Okay, we got our frame motors. We need battery boxes also. And I think 4 will be good for now. Missing a lot of nickelite. Nickelite will need, that much nickelite will need 2 diamonds. My goodness, this is a hassle. Iron, iron everywhere. And I don't have any watermelons. I'll need to worry about that soon. Guess that could work. Chicken? Guess I'll have them a little free-ranged if I can manage to get them. Free-range chickens! Go! Dang! Oh well. Got one. And some glowstone will probably help. So I gotta be quick and get the 4 battery boxes. And it'll make all of that. Now I'll also need frames. So a stack of 64 frames, 62 since that's all of the brass I have. There. And I'll wait for all this to be requested. And we got a stack, that'll be enough, and all this other stuff. Now let's go back up into our overworld. It's nighttime, typical. And go out. Give me watermelon. Here's some watermelon, Enderman. You're gone. You meanie. Okay, so let's find a good place to build this. Probably around here is a good idea. We'll need to build up a bit, maybe. Yep, don't need glass, so let's build up. Now, the reason I'd want to build this structure is because someone dared me to. Yep, it's that simple. Someone said that, hey, your mobile quarry is nice and all, but it's not exactly the most small and power efficient quarry out there, you know? So what he said was if you can build actually a 9 by 9 by 9 quarry, I'll be impressed. So what I want to do is build a 9 by 9 by 9 quarry and see if I can get people impressed. It's been a while since I've tried out this simple dirigible design, so I'm probably going to mess things up considerably. We have to try for the standard dirigible first, and already I am getting things crazy. One moment while I collect my thoughts. Okay, I've going a bit wrong with this design already. So we're going to need to have our engines going here since it's going to be 4-directional, and we'll have an engine here, probably connected to this. Keep in mind, I do not have the actual direction on them yet. Here, here, and we'll have one here, and here. Now we need to orient them. What I want is that this one will be the one that gets powered. I guess it'll push this one out, where it'll grab onto this frame to pull the entire structure this way. It'd be actually this way. So if that's correct, I will need to move this so that it's oriented this way. And that means that this will need to be oriented so that it's facing that frame going in the same direction. So this powers and goes out, and that would mean that to get this to go quickly, I would need some sort of NOT gate there, which I have plenty of. Oh, 4. That's actually a perfect number right now. Where am I putting everything? I'm so confused. And I guess this will be fine for now. Actually, I don't need mag tubes, so that's good. So we'll have NOT gates going here so that they'll be able to power them when the frame motor goes in that direction. So let's have it when it goes. Gotta make sure I phrase it correctly. Okay, this one will be powered, send that one over where it's powered by this, which brings the entire structure over. Think I got that correct, so we'll need this to be similar. Okay, now when I look more and more, this is actually looks like a standard dirigible design from the Red Power forums. So yeah, since it's pretty standard, I guess I can follow it the rest of the way. But I will need to add some alterations when I finish this. We'll need to have those batteries connected. So we'll have them like this, so we can still have access to those the primary frame motors. The ones outside will be the primary frame motors, since they'll do the initial movement, whereas the interior ones will be the secondary frame motors, which will do the next part of the movement. Okay, good. So if we build this up a bit, nice and cozy area in which to sit, I can see, but also a good place to add solar panels. If we add these on, we have some place to connect the solar panels. So connecting the solar panels will come from here, since I don't have many materials left. And honestly, this place has too many solar panels as it stands right now. And there we go. So we'd need the wiring to go in up here, which can be handled when I figure out a good idea of how to wire this stuff. So while this is charging, we can think about how to get this to be a good quarry, a good mobile quarry. What we'll want is to have this, let's see. Thinking off the top of my head, for this to be a truly mobile quarry and for the least amount of work, the head of the quarry is going to pretty much be the exact same depth and width of this contraption. So if it doesn't expand in either of those directions, that means the head would be 4 by 4, because this would be able to move downwards and upwards. But considering it doesn't have those movements as of now, that will not be possible. So how would we add those type of movements? We'll need to add some sort of module onto the side or the bottom and have those control those movements. Though we might be able to have caterpillar design here or something, though we'd have to test the movements later. So if this moves, that moves, and they'd be connected for future use. Let's see. Which would be the primary motor in this case? Well, they have to be oriented correctly. For starters, this was to go down, that would go up. So this, I guess, would be the primary motor. So when that moves everything down, that can move it back into place. Which means we'll need to have the primary motor attached like this, and we'll need to saw a few more of these covers. I'll get the rest of the stone later. So this will move it and up, and good. It looks like it's good. We'll just need to find out how to power it. But the powering can be simple, such as putting 2 things right there and having a frame here. 2 jacketed cables, which jacketed cables are in this bag and go as such. Now if it moves is another story we're going to have to check after it powers up a bit. So what I'm going to do is go back to my base, let this system power up a bit, and then maybe add the upwards control since this is the downwards one. Be right back. I really don't like this attachment. It just doesn't seem to work. don't even need to power it to see that it won't work. That's how bad it is. Okay, I'm gonna have to need to add these everywhere anyways. And I should think of another attack plan because I don't think anyone else has managed to make a compact six-way airship, let alone adding a quarry head to it, so they might not even have invented such a design yet. Okay, let's go back to the theory and principle of this design. If I manage to get those pieces... Oh, that might work. If I manage to take this four-way directional one, flip it, and find a way to put it on the side, might be able to do it by just expanding it by 2 or something as such. So this is the primary. It moves first. Everything else moves without it. Now wait. This is the primary. It moves that engine out so that it can move the rest of the thing. So if we assume that this is the primary, directional... I hate shift clicking on this. Direction up, primary, it moves the engine outwards so that it can grab onto the rest of it. So an engine would be attached here. And we'll need to grab on, so come on. I think that's good. Yep, this will be pushed upwards so it grabs the rest of the airship. And it will be connected as such. So that might work. And all that would be needed to add is a power bit here for it to actually get some energy to test. But there will need to be a NOT gate here so it can be powered right away. And seeing as I don't have a NOT gate, I might try a simple toggle latch in the meantime. Okay, gonna have to wait for the darn thing to be powered first though. Power! What is with this lag?
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, does this work?
Finally it works, okay. So let's get this toggle latch down, and these are both powered, so bring that down. So when I power this, it'll send that up and everything else. Toggle. That works. So everything is working, and since it is, well, not everything, we haven't tested everything else. And that is a compact enough design to be very, well, compact, duh. And it only expanded it out one way. So probably the best way to continue this is to expand it one way in one of the other cardinal directions. But what is with all this? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, so I changed the render distance. Hopefully that does something that will be helpful. Okay, since we know this now works, we'll have to put a few pads, though it looks like everything's good. Now, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, we should add some something similar to this design also. Apparently my computer currently hates me, so I'm going to have to keep things all in their laggy glory. So I'm going to have to do a bit of uh, fine-tuning and wizardry so as to not kill your eyeballs. Will this work? Okay, so I managed to get this extra part, the downwards movement, to encompass another side. So currently the structure is 5 by 5 by 5. So 5 by 5 by 5 structure that can move in every single direction. As you can see, flipping the switch moves it downwards. And flipping the switch here moves it upwards. I'll just have to add in wiring and have it go into a central area. And this will need to be altered slightly. Let's have you move instead over here, because I kind of need to get to that wiring, buddy. If we move this slightly over here, everything works out. Okay, so I just need to manage to get the tricky wiring done. It will probably be expanded maybe to 7 by 7, though that's not too much of a worry right now. What I'll need to focus on also is to manage to figure out how I'm going to have the drill, the main bore head. I'll need you and you. What I need to figure out is how to have the main bore head connected, which will, I think, be very simple. And also what type of program, or if I have a program, what will I have a program? And how will I have everything here? What I'm probably going to do is have it go all to a condenser or an alchemy chest with a gem of eternal density right over here, and have the tube, a redstone tube, go here, connected to some wire that goes from here into here, though that isn't too much to worry about. And since the entire thing will be all one, all the movement will be controlled by the engines here, so I won't need to worry about raising or lowering the head. All I'll probably need to do is just design the head on the ground to encompass the entire size of this, and then attach it by lowering the machine onto it. I'm gonna stop recording here, and if I can't figure out how to do the rest of the stuff without it being at, what is that, 6 frames a second? Yeah, 6 frames a second I don't think is acceptable. So I'll have to figure out what the hell that is about. So that's all for this episode of EEPower. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and maybe share this with your friends, because frankly, I want more people to enjoy our adventure together. Wave time. Signing off from this lag-tastic episode. Have a wonderful day.